2Y Saturday afternoon. Everybody's here. I'm just adding a little more anticipation to this. I know nobody wants to hear me talk, but all want to hear what this guy right here's got to say. First of all, I just want to say a little bit about him. There's a lot of things you can say. Number 2 ranked tight end in the country, all region, all state. Number 2 ranked player in all of Georgia right now. But I really think the best thing you can say about this guy, there's no better classmate, there's no better teammate you could ask for this guy right here. Takes AP classes, takes enrollment classes, plays 3 sports. You're talking about a guy who went on unofficial visits this fall and took teammates with him that may not have the opportunity to go on those visits with that same type of attention. And he wanted to do that everyone he went to. So that speaks to him of who he is. Pop, Stacy, Peggy, Carly, I hope that's really what y'all, I know that's what y'all are most proud of with that. I didn't really tell him I was going to ask him any questions in front of everybody until I got here about 10 minutes ago. So I'll do that on it. Kaiden, I'm going to come around when you're out. I'm not going to make you get up. I don't want you to give away what you're about to do right here, about what you're saying. Tell everybody a little bit about what were you took all your official visits this summer and May and, during that period in this summer. What were you looking for when you took those visits to be able to make a decision?
I'd probably say on all the visits, obviously, I got to decide which one's best for me, going through all of them, just seeing which one best did for me and where I feel like I would fit in at, and not just necessarily what everybody else wants, just what I want and I feel like is the best fit for me in the program at that time.
What's the one thing that you've learned or a habit you created about high school that you're going to take with you that's going to help you continue to be successful?
I'd probably say growing up in a great program, winning program, just being around Coach Kaiden and seeing what the seniors have done in the past couple of years. The standard, I'd say, taking the standard without high school to the program I'm going to go to is just unlike no other. I feel like Auburn has a great standard here. Most of these programs that are on this table, I feel like they have an awesome program too. So.
All right, last question, guys. Was there any doubt when you woke up this morning and have you gone back and forth, or is this something that's been, dead set, you've known for a while, known for a day or two? Have you struggled with it this morning?
I'd say I had a struggle. I'd say I made my mind up. It was probably after the ODs. I took made my mind up, just sitting down with my family, going through all the schools, and just seeing what's best for me and what's best for the program that we can go to. So I'd say I'm pretty clear. My mind's made up.
Ladies and gentlemen, born and raised and built by Kaiden Prothro. Let's give him a hand.
First of all, I would love to thank God for this opportunity, being in the position I am in today, because without Him, none of this would be possible. Second of all, I would love to thank my parents for supporting me, for supporting every decision I've made, for always being there for me. Third, I would love to thank Auburn High School and my coaches for pushing me not to be only the best off the field, but also the best on the field. And I would also like to thank the Auburn community for being great supporters and helpers in the school system. I want to give great thanks to Hometown Sports Media, West Georgia TV, and Granite Sports for calling some of the best men. Last, I would love to thank all the coaches that have recruited me along the way that have now led up to this. Now, with that being said, for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my time to
There it is. Kaiden Prothro is a Georgia Bulldog. We had a bunch of dogs in the chat. I feel like people kind of had a feeling he was going to stay in state, but I think Texas gave him a real run. There they are at Bowdoin High School celebrating the commitment of Kaiden Prothro to Georgia, 6'5.5", 216 pounds, the number 2 ranked tight end in America, and number 29 overall, so a bona fide 5-star in the Rivals industry rankings. Let's bring in national analyst Steve Wiltfong. Steve, we just witnessed another 5-star off the board. We just witnessed Georgia land another 5-star. Take us behind the scenes of this recruitment.
Well, I think Kaiden Prothro has always felt comfortable with the idea of playing at Georgia for Kirby Smart, Todd Hartley. The track record of developing tight ends is second to none right now. The pedigree of the program, the championship culture, close to home, comfort level with the staff. Georgia has always been considered the favorite. Now, he went through his process, looked at schools like Florida, Texas, and Auburn, had dialogue with Auburn and the Longhorns down the stretch, but it was always Georgia for the reasons I said. And Georgia, they are now pushing for the number 1 ranked recruiting class in the country. Kaiden Prothro, a big part of that. They have 3 blue chip tight ends committed, but Georgia is a place where you bet on yourself. You don't worry about depth charts. You don't worry about who's coming in with you. You don't worry about who's already on the roster. You view it as a place that can maximize your talent and your abilities. And if you get on the field, you have a great chance to hear your name called in the first round. And Kaiden Prothro has all those traits, 6'6", 205 pounds, Josh. There isn't many more big play receivers in this 2026 class, let alone tight ends. Guy that's averaged over 25 yards per catch over the course of his high school career. He's been in the end zone 39 times already. Just major traits, big pickup for Georgia, tracking for a 10th straight top 3 class. They got a great shot to finish number 1 because of landing guys like Kaiden Prothro today.
Absolutely. And Steve, you kind of hit on it about Kaiden Prothro not caring about competition, but dog fans are loving the competition that's building at the tight end position, especially just within this 2026 class.
Yeah, well, Braden Fogel and the Lincoln Keys kid out of Michigan, those guys are terrific prospects also. But Kaiden Prothro is one of the unique players in the 2026 class, regardless of position, for his size, speed, catch radius, the way he plays the game. His upside is fantastic. And Georgia's track record of developing tight ends, it's an easy bet to say that Kaiden Prothro has a chance to be one of the best at the position in college football for years to come.
Amazing pickup. Dog fans in the chat, let us know how you guys are feeling. Steve, I also have a feeling that this isn't the last 5-star edition for Georgia this cycle.
No, working on an article right now. Georgia is in on some electric players still out there. I don't know. This could be their last 5-star commitment, but certainly not their last blue chipper, and they're hoping it's not the last 5-star. Yeah. You have linebacker Tyler Atkinson out there. Georgia's long been one of his front runners. Another coveted linebacker, Nick Abrams from the DMV area, has had Georgia in his lead group for much of the process. And then massive defensive lineman Val Densoni from Europe is someone that's seriously considering a future at Georgia as well. So the Bulldogs not done. Derek Cooper, the number 3 running back in the land, he's going to commit on July 20th. There's some buzz around Georgia right now. Miami is certainly going to try and change that over the next, 8 days or so. Yeah. But Georgia is in the mix for 4 blue chippers right there as they try and finish off the number 1 class in the Rivals recruiting rankings.
All right, great intel, Steve. Thank you for dropping by this live commitment of 5-star Kaiden Prothro.
Huge pickup for Kirby Smart and company. Another championship caliber talent coming to Athens.
Yeah, dog fans are going crazy right now in the chat. Also over on Dogs HQ, our UGA site on the Rivals Network. It is party time after Kaiden Prothro, a 6'5.5", 216-pound, do-it-all pass catcher, elite tight end, makes his decision. Number 2 ranked tight end in America. And number 29 overall, a 5-star. There you see it, Bowdoin, Georgia, at Bowdoin High School. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you're subscribed, because the only way to watch these when we go live is to get the notification. The only way to get notified is to be subscribed. So hit subscribe to the Rivals Recruits channel. We'll actually be back tomorrow with another live commitment.